Water is life, and we need to consume a certain amount of water every day. For a male adult, we need to consume 3 liters. For females, they need to consume 2.2 liters. Now, if we look at our body, it comprises of 60 to 70% of water. That's why water is very essential, and the quality of water that we consume is definitely very important for our health. There are many miracle water sites around the world where tens of thousands of people visit just to consume the water. Now, among these sites, the 4 most famous ones are, I hope I pronounced them correctly, Lourdes in France, Nordenau in Germany, Nadana in India, and Lacote in Mexico. Now, it has been reported in these sites that there is a common ingredient in the water, and that is dissolved hydrogen. Now, let's take a look at what science has to say about hydrogen water. First, let's take a look at the National Library of Medicine through the National Institutes of Health. And this is what they have to say. Effects of drinking hydrogen-rich water on the quality of life of patients treated with radiotherapy for liver tumors. So as you know, when you go for radiotherapy, your body becomes very weak, right? So in this situation, they were given hydrogen-rich water as well as placebo just to make a comparison, and this is what they have found out. Okay? The consumption of hydrogen-rich water for 6 weeks reduced reactive oxygen metabolites in the blood and maintained blood oxidation potential. Quality of life scores during radiotherapy were significantly improved in patients treated with hydrogen-rich water compared to patients receiving placebo water. Next, let's take a look once again at the National Institutes of Health, National Library of Medicine's article published on 2013. The evolution of molecular hydrogen, a noteworthy potential therapy with clinical significance. Let's read the abstract. Studies on molecular hydrogen have evolved tremendously from its humble beginnings and have continued to change throughout the years. Hydrogen is extremely unique since it has the capability to act at the cellular level. Hydrogen is qualified to cross the blood-brain barrier, to enter the mitochondria, and even has the ability to translocate to the nucleus under certain conditions. Once in these ideal locations of the cell, previous studies have shown that hydrogen exerts antioxidant, anti-apoptotic, anti-inflammatory, and cytoprotective properties that are beneficial to the cell. Hydrogen is most commonly applied as a gas, water, saline, and can be applied in a variety of other mediums. There are also few side effects involving hydrogen, thus making hydrogen a perfect medical gas candidate for the convention of novel therapeutic strategies against cardiovascular, cerebrovascular, cancer, metabolic, and respiratory diseases and disorders. I'm now going to show you from these 2 different types of water what is the dissolved hydrogen content, and this device will measure in parts per billion what is the amount of dissolved hydrogen that is in these 2 different types of water. So here I'm going to pour the normal bottled water, or maybe just your normal household purified water, and over here is our 7 Wonders water, and let's take a quick look, right, of what is the dissolved hydrogen level. So here, as we put it in, and I'm sure you can see that the reading is 0, right? So over here, we are now going to put it in 7 Wonders water, and you can see the reading is more than 1,000. As can be seen from the reading, it's about 1,500 parts per billion. Essentially, the higher the reading, the better it is. It means that it contains a higher amount or concentration of dissolved hydrogen in the water. Now we're going to show you the ORP reading. So what is ORP reading? ORP stands for Oxidation Reduction Potential. And this device again, right, is a multifunction device. It also shows you what is the ORP. So before we turn it on, let me again pour the water, right? Again, normal purified or bottled water. And we have our 7 Wonders water. So if you have a positive reading in the ORP, it means that the water is more contaminated. If you have a negative reading, and the more negative it is, then it is less contaminated. So you want to have, for good quality water, negative reading. So let's see now, what is the reading on this normal water? I guess you can see it's a positive reading, right? And then when I transfer it here, it will show you a negative reading. So here it shows that the ORP, or oxidation reduction potential, is definitely much better in 7 Wonders water. This is an oxidation reduction potential chart that enables us to compare the different types of water. If you have a negative ORP, well, that's good because it means the antioxidants level is high. If you have a positive ORP, unfortunately, it's not good because the oxidation or oxidant level is, well, it's high. And look at the extreme right, where, well, those of you who enjoy soda drinks, just be cautious because soda is about plus 500, tap water is about plus 300, and bottled water is plus 200 to 300. And as we go further on the left hand side, you can see orange is negative 50, green tea is negative 80, cod liver oil is negative 240, and our 7 Wonders water is negative 500 and beyond. Now I'm going to show you with these 2 types of water whether the pH is acidic or it's alkaline. So we can do a simple test by just pouring the water on this glass. And this is a normal drinking water, purified water, right? And this is our 7 Wonders water. So we'll now make a few drops. And I'll just quickly stir it. So you can see it's very obvious that this one is a little bit acidic and this one is alkaline. Our body's pH needs to be maintained between 7.35 and 7.45 for many biological purposes. One of the most important is the oxygenation of the blood. Unfortunately, if we look at most of our diet, our food and drinks and things that we consume, they are mostly acidic, alright? Unless we take a lot of fruits and vegetables to neutralize it, we need help, basically. So with 7 Wonders water is alkaline, it will help to stabilize and neutralize our pH level. Now I'm going to show you the molecular size of these 2 types of water. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this small molecule tester. Alright? Essentially what it does is that if the color is lighter, it shows that the molecular size is larger. If the color is darker, a bit purplish, then the molecular size is smaller. Alright? So again, we're going to pour some water over here. And our 7 Wonders water, we're going to pour over here. And now I'm going to place these drops, right? So I think it's fairly obvious, right? That The one on the left is lighter. It shows that the molecular size is larger, and the one on the right is purplish. That means the molecular size is smaller. Another way to show you the molecular size of the water is to see how fast it dissolves. If it dissolves faster, obviously it shows that the molecular size is smaller. Alright, so we're gonna pour again these two different types of water into our glass. Or maybe I'll pour a little bit more because we're gonna use this chrysanthemum, wild chrysanthemum, okay, to show you how fast it dissolves. Okay, and then we're gonna show you the temperature is almost the same. So please look at the lower reading. It will show you the temperature of these two types of water is almost the same. Okay, now next is we are going to place some chrysanthemum. Okay, in equal amount, approximately. Maybe put a little bit more. Okay. All right. And then we'll just give it a quick stir. I think it is fairly obvious, isn't it? Right? It is fairly obvious that the one on the right, which is our Seven Wonders water, the result is there. It shows that it dissolves much better. With smaller molecular size in the water, it helps in the delivery of nutrients to our cells and also enhances the metabolism and microcirculation. And now I'm going to show you the antioxidant property of Seven Wonders. So again, we're going to pour this water over here on this glass, and I'm going to pour Seven Wonders water on this glass. And assuming we have the oxidation process occurring in our body, this is the iodine that we're going to use and place 2 drops. 2, 1, 2. And then, assuming again this is day 1, right? So we'll just give it a quick stir. It may not be so obvious, but this one here is colorless, alright? And this one here is a little bit yellowish. Okay, now we're gonna assume day 2, and we're gonna add some more. We're gonna add 2 more drops here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And this time we're gonna stir. Now it is very, very obvious if you can just compare the two. So this one is, obviously it has antioxidant property. Now to make it more convincing, right, I'm going to put this, right, something that people love, and we're gonna add some more and see what happens. Okay, and give it a good, so you can see, right, you can see this one here has changed. The oxidation process has definitely occurred, right? And clean glass. And now I'm going to transfer this over here and pour our water. So this is what we have. And now I'm going to show you how we can convert normal water into mineral water. And it's just a very simple test. First of all, I'm going to test this device, right? And by the way, this is warm water that I'm using to see whether it lights up. There's no light, all right? And this warm water, I'm now going to pour it into our 7 Wonders flask. Okay, and just give it a little bit of shake, a little bit of time, and pop this one in, and you can see the light. As can be seen from medlineplus.gov, which is part of the National Institutes of Health, definitions of health terms: minerals. Minerals help our bodies develop and function. They are essential for good health. Knowing about different minerals and what they do can help you to make sure you get enough of the minerals that you need. With 7 Wonders water, we have 7 benefits, and the final one is it has antibacterial property. 7 Wonders water is very convenient to use and also very affordable. All you need to do is just pour purified water in it for only 3 minutes. And you can do this several times in a day. And what about the maintenance? Well, you only need to replace the core minerals once in every 3 months.